I flipped this 20 USD account to over 150 USD and this 30 USD account to over 170 USD, all using the power of scaling in. And I'm going to be teaching you in this tutorial how you can do the same in order for you to be profitable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We have reached the milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and for that I would like to thank you by opening a free signal group between the 7th of December to the 21st of December, only if we get this. No, not that. 456 likes in this video before the 7th of December. That way I will know if you guys want the free group or not. So to finish watching this tutorial, click this link if you are watching this on TikTok. Click this link if you're watching this on Facebook, or just go over to my YouTube and type prime_fx to watch all my complete videos. So before going anywhere further, I would like to say, like, this tutorial is kind of like for the people who did not connect with the last tutorial for entry and exit technique. You can go ahead and watch that video. I recommend you watching it. And if you think you would rather prefer scaling into the market than collecting like the profits at the end, like at the end of the move, then this tutorial is like the one for you. So now, scaling in, according to me, can be done in two different ways. That's according to me and from my own experience and how I trade. The first one is through trending markets, where you keep on entering more trades as the market goes your way, and you'll be entering your positions on pullbacks or retracement. You know, I think everybody knows that. And the second one is by entering through breakouts. So if you first buy or sell in between or at the beginning of a range, then you enter more position as like the market breaks out of that range. You would have capitalized from the breakout in hope that it will, you know, keep on shooting your direction. So I don't know if there are more ways of scaling in. Those are the two that I actually thought of or that I actually practice. So yeah, let's get into the first trade example of scaling in. Okay, so the first trade is VIX 100S, and when you look at it from the 4 hour, you can see that price had hit the 4 hour rejection block, which is in line with the 1 hour order block. So it basically that simple. It's reacting off of the 1 hour OB and the 4 hour rejection block. When you move down to the 5-minute chart, we can see there's that a break of structure. There are more break of structure, but that one happened before it hit the 4 hour and 1 hour order block. So it shot down to break structure, like indicating like a reversal, and then it returned to the 30-minute order block. And this 30-minute order block, if you pull your Fibonacci retracement, you can see that price had hit the 50%, which is the mean threshold. So it was technically ready for it to, you know, to shoot down into that fair value gap. You can see it there, it's noticeable. So now that's my first entry. I was entering in between a range. You see that there is that small range there above there. I was entering in between there. I couldn't enter above there. I needed for you, it needs for you to have waited for like a breakout, and then like a break of structure, not a breakout, like a break of structure, and then you sort of enter. Or maybe you have a way of entering yourself. I don't know, some people use different strategies. So later on, I can see now, this is when I could see that price was prepping up to break out. So our aim was price has to fill that whole fair value gap. So I started entering more positions right there, hoping that it will just shoot, you know, to shoot down. I think we could handle the loss if it had a minor pullback, because the account at this point was around 50 USD, so I could enter a lot more trades in that way. So now this is the after. When I came back, I'd seen it had already hit that OB there and then retraced back up. So yeah, it managed to fill in the fair value gap like we said, and I just had to close and take whatever I could take on the table. I thought it was going to come back to the OBs above, like retrace back to the order blocks above, so I decided to close. But yeah, that's how I captured a breakout scaling in. Like that's how you do, or that's how you practice a breakout scaling in. You just have to wait for when price is about to break out, and you just place a lot more trades. So now the next video, I don't know, I could not get it on screen record. Most of the account that I trade under account management, I'm not able to screen record all of them, but I can show you this screenshot here where you can see where I've entered, and then so now I am going to show you why and explain why, the reasons I was entering there, and how you can scale in as well. So let's move on to my analysis on Jump 10 index. So this is what I was looking at when I was trading the Jump 10 index. We start off on the daily, and on the daily we can see that price hit our daily OB right here. Let me not use the, yeah, we can see that price hit our daily OB here, and actually let me write daily OB. So it hit this daily OB, then what did it do? It went up to hit the daily OB again. So the only difference obviously is that this is the bullish, this is the bearish daily OB, isn't it? So now let's pretend we don't see this part, the right side, from here on to the right. We only see up to when the price hit the daily order block right here. So these candles and the rest do not count. So what we have to do right now is to work with this trading range right here. So when we move to our 4-hour chart, we see that now price did this. It hit this, it wiped while it hit this daily OB, isn't it? So that was a wipe. Price did swing here, hit, and then what did it do? Broke structure above this high. So now after it broke structure, let me write BOS. After it broke structure, what happened? What happened after it broke structure? It's clear that it hit the daily OB, and when you look closer, or when you look into your left, we can see that it hit this 4-hour OB, which is a smaller one than this 4-hour order block. So just off the bat, you can see that this level right here is no joke. This daily OB, this 4-hour OB, and this, that's a confluence right there. So it's no joke. This level right here is pretty strong. So if price hit here, you have to make sure you capitalize from it. So let's move down to wait, before we move down again, what is our mission? Price is going to hit here and then do what? Dip into this fair value gap. That's our aim. I'm saying mission. So what is our aim? That price will hit that daily order block and dip into fair value gap or the imbalance right here. So we're going to be scaling in as it dips inside. That's the big guess, of course. So let's move down to the 1 hour chart. Okay, now on the 1 hour chart, let's stretch it out. This is why I love using this. On the 1 hour chart, it's very noticeable that price was doing what? It was, breaking structures right here. Look at how it was breaking structures right here. This is a BOS right there, and another BOS into where our level, that daily order block, and those 2 4-hour order blocks. So after it hit here, it moved down to create this low. It could not break this low here. So you see, this low is important because it created this high, and then when it moved back up, it could not break this high. So it's not a continuation. It's signaling that price is about to reverse from this powerful level. So after that, it came back and did what? Made 2 equal lows right here. So these 2 equal lows are important. Why? They're important because they carry liquidity below them. They carry sell side liquidity below them. Let's write it. Sell side liquidity. So these 2 points carry sell side liquidity below there. So when price made this 2 equal lows and then came back to this level here, this order block right there, that's where we capture our sell. So that's our first entry. That's our first entry right there. And then price did what? Broke this low. Now remember this low of ours. Let me remove this. Remember this low that I was saying. It's important because price was moving like this, and then it stopped at this high. It could not break this low, and then it could not break this high. So it started trading inside a range. And when it broke out here into the sell side liquidity and it broke this low, that is to show you now that price is what? Is ready to sell. So let's write our BOS. So it's a break of structure right there. And after it broke structure, it retraced back to an OB. Where is that OB? Right here. That's our second entry right there. That's our second entry. Right there. Because now we have a confirmation that price is headed down. So as price went up, you could actually be able to enter if it came back up, but I personally did not do that. I kept on holding my positions. So you could have captured it when it broke this structure and then came back, but I didn't know where. Maybe you would have entered right there and it would have been your third entry. That's for scaling, but yeah, you could have done that. But let me show you where I decided to enter myself. So we first entered here, we scaled in here. That's our second entry. And let's move back up to the 4 hour and show you where I last entered my position, my third entry. So on the 4 hour, you can see now that our first entry, second entry, and then the third entry was done because of this. The market kept on going down, and then when it came back up, I found it as an opportunity to do what? To place more entries right here for my third entry. And then we rode with it to collect our profits right here for the close. So here you would have maximized from profits here, profits from this entry, profits from here, but using the last tutorials technique where you would have exited, I don't know where you would have exited, maybe you would have exited. Let me show you. Why is this chart taking so long to load? So using the last technique, maybe you would have exited right here, the one for entry and exit. You would have exited right at this point here, and then entered way more, the bigger size at your second entry, and then probably exited here again. You see it here, and then entered it. You see, so both of these techniques can be used. You did not close your first positions here, you added more here. You did not close them here, you added them here, and then you ended up closing where? Here. Using the entry and exit technique, you would have first entered here, closed all your positions here, and then when price goes back up, you entered way more or more powerful than your first initial swing, and then you go and close your trades where? At this point. And then for the third swing, you enter a lot more or stronger sell positions to close here. So both techniques can be used. The technique of scaling in or the entry and exit technique could have been applied in this trade. Something I didn't really think of, but okay. So yeah, that is it for the jump 10 index analysis.